Grand Rising. Quick video. I don't know how quick it's going to be. It might be two parts if I can get enough up in it. I want to talk about, I watch a lot of videos and we're talking about, the beginning of time, human civilization. And this is what I want you to do. Anyone who chooses to watch this video completely through, do your own research. I have. So this information is not something that I just gathered out, out the air. This information is out there for anybody to get for themselves. Um, I like to talk about how important and the connection and just the history of black people and how deep it goes all the way into religion. A lot of religion is based off of the black history. And I'm going to share this with you because I read a little bit about this person. And I'm speaking about Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormon Church. Jesus Christ and the Latter Day Saints, right? The Mormon people, however you want to see it. Um, how am I put this? I'm not a religious person. I have faith. I have belief in a higher power. I never really got into church-based, information and things of that nature. I did when I was a child, and I quickly got out of it. It just didn't suit me. But I have faith in the Lord, and He guides me, or she guides me, whatever entity or whatever label you want to put on it, guides me to the information that I receive, and I share it with, everyone else. Whether you believe it or not, that's your choice. It's not my, discernment to judge anyone or anything of that nature. You believe in what you believe, and I hope it shoots your purpose. And again, the Bible, the Latter Day Saints. These are not bad entities. I'm not saying I'm not sitting here trying to discredit what they beliefs are or talk negatively about them. I'm just putting out information that needs to be put out. I feel that needs to be put out. Since we're talking about black and white, and this is what everybody want to talk about, and we're talking about religion, we're talking about different life forms and all this type of things. It's all connected, but you have to be willing to put in the work for yourself. This is why this world like sheep, right? They like people that follows, because it makes it much easier for people to believe in what they want them to believe into, right? And to their narrative of religion, the government, whatever. As long as you're a follower, this is what you're going to do. If you can step outside of that and do your own studies and things of that nature, you will find out things are much different. And blacks have been around for a very long time. I wrote down some stuff so I can, this is also what you can get for yourself. The earliest modern humans evolved in Africa and had dark skin some 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. All right, the lighter skin tones evolved later around 8,000 to 40,000 years ago. That is 160,000 split. All right, you got 160,000 years in between that. You cannot tell me that we didn't have civilization. We didn't have religion. We had a lot of things in 160,000 years. And when the European race came about, again, this world was ordained to them, and I keep saying this, it was ordained to them by another life form to do the bidding of this other life form. That's a whole nother story. So I'm going to speak about the Mormon Church. I read the book about Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith was born in 1805, created the Mormon Church in 1830, died, him and his brother Harum died in around 1844 in Carnage Prison over in Illinois, not prison, Carnage Jail over in Illinois. They was basically murdered because of their teaching of the Latter-day Saints. The Latter-day Saints went through a lot of problems in Missouri. But back to Harum and Joseph Smith. I think Joseph Smith was the fourth child of 10 children. Harum was his eldest brother, who, like I said, died with him. They came out of New York. ventured, this way, came through Missouri, and that's where there came a lot of their problems. And in the book of Joseph Smith, they put a lot of extra on it. Okay, Mormon, Mormon is an ancient prophet. Excuse me. Mormon is an ancient prophet of the ancient Nephites. The ancient Nephites were Israelites. All right. And if you read the book of Joseph Smith, they give homage to the Israelites. They never say what nationality they were, but as we all know, the ancient Israelites were people of color. They wasn't Caucasian. They was people of color. So again, if you done any study at all, you would understand that the Israelites was chased out of Africa or brought out of Africa. Those was the first slaves over into the Americans, to the United States, I should say, because we have always been here. We grace every part of this earth that was able to be inhabited. We was there to inhabit it. So not all blacks were slaves. Most more was the Israelites. That's what slaves. So again, when you read the book of Joseph Smith and his history, we're talking about back in like the Civil War times. We're talking about back in around the creation of a lot of different laws, constitution, whatever. So I'm saying this to say this: blacks have been a part and still is a part of any and everything that has to do with religion. We have created a lot of things. You know what I mean? At this point in time, this is what I believe blacks are looking for. We're looking for power. And that's the only way I can say it. We're looking for power because there's nothing else at this point that we can't do besides have unlimited power. Our roots go so deep, but they've been cut. And again, the European race has been ordained in this world by another life form to do their bidding. And this is why we don't have the power that we have. It's because, in my opinion, we was a people of peace. We didn't know anything about war. War came later. You know what I'm saying? We lived in a peaceful, environment all throughout the, nations. But understand that we've been around for a very long time. And yes, even in religion, it's based off our people. It's based off our understanding of what religion is, our understanding of what law is. You understand? And information that has been given to the Israelites or given to whatever people, the Nephites or whoever you want to speak about. Mormon wrote down his information on metal. Moroni wrote his information down on gold plates and buried these gold plates. Now, in the book of Joseph Smith, they talk about how the angel came down and showed Joseph Smith. They just hyped it up. They hyped it up instead of being honest, being saying, "Hey, we got this information from the Israelites and blase blah blah blah," and give where credit should be due. They don't do that. They still don't do that. So we as a people have to find out for ourselves the truth. And I would hope the people that follow these religions and just get this different information, do your own research. And again, this has not. I'm not here trying to cause no problems and that like that. It's facts. It's facts. The Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saint is based off Mormons, off the Israelites, which are people of color. Christianity, I think I'll do a little bit of study on that next. You know what I'm saying? I think we all can agree that, that was created by the Catholic Church. Again, if you use these books properly and you use them for the right reasons, you can get good out of any of them. The Bible, the Mormon book, in any book that has to do with religion, you can get good things out of it. And there's good information there if you do your research and not just let people lead you to their understanding. Do your own research. Stop being a sheep. Stop being led in different directions and stop for a minute and decide for yourself which way you want to go, what you want to believe in. Because when it all comes down to it, when that day comes, we're all going to be faced ourselves, by yourself on your own to decide and deal with whatever you have to deal with about how you lived your life. No one's going to be next to you and take the blame or take the rap. It's going to be you. When the time comes, it's going to be you. So I just want to sit here and make this little short video real quick. Do your own research. You know what I'm saying? They put everything in your face, everything. You just have to go ahead and be willing to put in the work to find out what it is. Y'all stay blessed.